back for the finale of this campaign. We will be doing The Fall of Man. And I think I'm good using this army. One thing I'm not going to use, though, is I'm going to toss him out and replace him with the Butchers of Kalkengard. Other than that, I think we're ready to go. So it's Lewin and Karl Franz. Looks like that's about it. So this should be a piece of cake, unless there's mystery reinforcements that are going to be coming in. Oh, and we get our own reinforcements as well. And a mosquito flying around in here. So that's our allied force over there. That's Lewin. I'm actually more concerned about Lewin than I am about Karl Franz. Alright, let's see what this battle's all about. Stay out of the reach of their trebs. Kill the Grail Knights first.
Khazrak.
Why are they blocked? we go. Probably doing more damage there to our reinforcements. What's coming in from behind? Pegasus Knights. Uh-oh. Let's see where they land. They're taken care of. Alright, so let's pull these guys back a little. And let's give them something to play with. I want to get him out of there. Let's kill Carl. He needs to back off. Carl's knocking the crap out of him.
Dark old cities, like Khazrak.
So, where's Carl? There's Carl. Kill Carl. And get these guys up here.
Khazrak.
Alright, Karl Franz is doomed. So let's start pushing this way. Carl's dead. Start pushing into there.
Simon!
Gotta remember, we still have stuff behind us. Alright, so let's take these guys, not you, and start firing at this. Pull into everything and get it off the battlefield. Looks like they're shattered. Let's go get the Trebs. They're shattered. They're routed. And that's it. And that is the fall of man. Not a whole lot to it. I was a little surprised by the Pegasus Knights coming in from behind. But we definitely had the forces to take care of it. I don't think it was ever really in doubt, although our allies got obliterated. And so we should get a cut screen. There it is. So that's the Beastmen legendary campaign victory. I would say starring Khazrak, but really the star of the show was Goros, our secondary lord, because we lost Khazrak very early on and didn't re-recruit him until probably 20 turns after he died. It is a long campaign for Beastmen as a horde, longer even than Nakai's, simply because you cannot make a mistake when your horde growth resets. There's just nowhere to retreat to, you've got nowhere to hide, and even if you're in hidden encampment and something runs into you, you're kind of hosed. So it's a rough campaign. Definitely long just because of the campaign goals too. It's chasing the Empire around and destroying them took the bulk of our time. I want to see what turn it was where we actually eliminated Bretonia. I want to say it was like turn 70-ish. The other thing about this campaign is it is critical that you ally with Ikit early on and really leverage his power to distract all of your enemies. With him helping you and you helping him, it makes it much easier to complete this campaign on Legendary. I don't think you can do it without him. Even by the time we got to here, he was pretty much destroyed because everything was going after him instead of us. So what are we on? Turn 53. So it was even later than turn 70. That's right, because we lost our horde, rebuilt it. He started pushing on Ikit. Ikit lost all of his territory except for Skavenblight and I think Miragliano. So this was actually border princes here. And then we finally got to a spot right around here where we were able to get 2 or 3 hordes, one full horde, and then we got to start pushing back a little bit. And then once we did, the campaign kind of started to roll from there. And it's also amazing how powerful the Empire was. Yeah, so this is where we started to push back. Ikit started to reclaim some territory. So we blew up Corone there. And you can kind of see what happens. We blow up a settlement. Ikit comes in behind us and settles it. And the other thing that takes you so long is what you're seeing here too, which is you blow up a settlement, blow up another settlement, get ready, and then they settle back behind you. So you got to go back, take out what you already took out. It's a lot of cat and mouse. Some of the things that benefited us were the fact that the Empire and the Dwarves were at war. That really helped quite a bit. And I remember it was frustrating. Stuff like this was really frustrating when you got to come back and take these things out behind you constantly. And here's where it really starts to roll. So once we finally knock out Bretonia for good, that's when things really started to roll. We picked up a lot of momentum. So turn 153, we finally take out Bretonia, and then we can concentrate solely on the Empire. Well, and Midland, but they end up confederating. So they confederated there. Marienburg should be next. And then Grungzint. And then we just really roll hard through the Empire at this point. blow up Altdorf. And now we've got 2 hordes, so this becomes a little bit quicker. We've got Khazrak going south and Goros going north to pick everything apart. And of course they back settled again, but we came back and took care of that. The darker red is Carrick Norn. That's another thing, is I've never seen the dwarves stick around for this long in a campaign without confederating the whole thing. Either Clan Angrand or the dwarves. Normally, Carrick Hearn, Carrick Norn, those are all confederated by now. The other funny thing is, Chaos is still here. Like, they were never wiped out. And of course, it helps that I was there destroying all of the forces that would have normally gone up to wipe them out. But the big key for this campaign is being careful with your hordes. You don't want to get caught at any point. And that's what really made this a much longer campaign than it probably needed to be, was when we lost Khazrak very early on and had to rebuild solely with Goros. Losing all of that horde growth that we had dumped into Khazrak really cost us a lot. The only other mistake that I really made was when I lost all of my heroes that were in the one sub-horde that I had, who had Nurgle's Foul Stink. So I had a Lord with Nurgle's Foul Stink, and I also had 6 heroes with it in his army. And we were fighting Empire over here, which went fine, but Carrick Norn came in behind us, and I didn't know that they had an army in the vicinity, so they wiped out that horde as well, which took 6 of my heroes that had the trait that really helps win this campaign. So as you can see now, we're Khazrak's down here finishing off the southern part of the Empire. Goros is up here finishing off the northern part of the Empire. And this is Lizardmen, the lighter red / orange color. Talaqua. Ikit, or not Ikit, Tic-Tac-Toe. Closing in on campaign victory here. Finishing off Carrick Ungor. The other thing that the Brayherds finally became helpful at this point too, because I got to send them off to take out minor settlements that didn't have walls, while I could use my main horde to take down the major settlements and armies. So Khazrak is now down here, getting ready to finish off Pillars and Khazrak. So their last stronghold was Black Crag, and the dwarves took that to finish off the Empire. Now right after that happened, everybody declared war on us. The dwarves, Cetra, Lizardmen, and we ended up with Khazrak in a major pitch battle against 2 of Cetra's armies right here, which he did end up winning. And then we retreated up to this area here and won the Fall of Man. So that's how the progression went. 226 turns. Very easily finished the technology research tree. That was done probably 30-40 turns ago. think yeah, you can see we currently have 428,000. You're always going to run at a deficit, pretty much, with horde armies. So total battles 130, total defeats 9. That's not terrible. This statistic, obviously, if you were watching any of the videos or live stream, this is because we're constantly recruiting and disbanding heroes who didn't have the Nurgle's Foul Stink trait. So there you go. That's a legendary campaign victory with Khazrak's campaign, including the Battle the Fall of Man to get to here. I am going to continue this a little bit because I want to demonstrate some Nurgle Foul Stink on the a separate video on the live stream, and I'll clip it out later. But for this campaign, that's the end, and I appreciate anybody who stopped by. Do hit that subscribe button for me. It does help grow the channel. Doesn't cost you anything. And leave any comments on the campaign, questions you might have. I appreciate everybody who stopped by to take a look. Thanks a lot. Alright, and continuing along on the live stream, the next thing we're going to do is demonstrate a battle with Nurgle's Foul Stink with the number of heroes that we have present now. It should be pretty easy to demonstrate that, even with an army that's a little bit damaged. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 8 characters with Nurgle's Foul Stink, so that's going to be minus 40 to leadership just by having them in the province.
I'm a good lord, not some
going up against a fairly high level dwarf army. I'm actually going to leave all of the other armies out of the battle. So we'll just use this army. Want to make sure that they're all in the province, which I believe they are. So we're going to move him to here. Can I see the border? I think that's the border of the province. Yeah, that's Oakenhammer, and that's Caradromar. So they're all in the province, and that's all that needs to happen to get it. You don't need to have them in the battle with you. All you need is for them to be in the same region. This isn't going to be a great demonstration. Generally speaking, you want to have probably 5 more Nurgle's Foul Stink heroes with you. And I may continue this on at a later time just to show you why the more heroes you have, the better. Once you get to about minus 90 on leadership, then every battle you fight is pretty much an insta-rout. But keeping in mind that this is on Legendary, so all of your AI armies get a automatic plus 10 bonus. So there's 2 heroes there to cancel out the Legendary bonus for leadership. And then we've got another minus 30 that overcomes some of the other bonuses like flank secure, Lord is present, troops are fresh, things like that. I do want to make sure we can't recruit another one. The other thing about running this campaign is you want to make sure whenever you can, if you see a Lord who has that trait, pick him up, because it's very rare for it to show up on your Lords. It's a little easier to pick it up on heroes. One other thing I want to do here.
Father.
Yeah, so he's ready to start moving up that chain. I don't think he is yet. Yep, I take it back, he is. So we'll be able to pick up a couple of more in a couple turns. But let's go ahead and fight. Why did he go that way? Okay, that... I don't understand why he went that way. So we're going to put these all in hidden encampment. Including him. Because I definitely don't want them going after any of these. And we'll move on and demonstrate it on the next turn. Oh, Grombrindal's coming in. And this is the Nightmare Army. These Giant Slayers are exactly what this army is not meant to handle. But I am going to fight it. One problem we're going to have here is we're not going to get any replenishment because of the event that's going on right now. Nope, they're not going to come at me. So, let's go waste some ammo. Ah, misclick. Alright, so it's just the cannons now. This will be a good demonstration of why flame cannons are garbage. One more volley from the cannons, I think. Guess one more. There we go. Okay, so that is all of their artillery. So the only dangerous units left now for me are the Thunderers, really. Do we want to... Let's take a second. We want to get rid of the Thunderers first. No, Giant Slayers. Well, we've got some anti-infantry stuff, so let's get rid of the... You can see it takes almost nothing to crash their leadership when you have this many Nurgle-stink. Now the problem is the Giant Slayers are unbreakable. Let's see how much damage we can do. The Iron Breakers. Back a little. Give ourselves some time. Take down these. Let's get the hammers next.
Black side.
need these guys to not be getting hit. Slow them down. Alright, now you can... Starting to shatter. Where's Grombrindle? Let's go take out Grombrindle. Bring them up here. That's it. They're shattered. All we need to do now is kill the giant slayers. Get them out of there. Kill that grumbling guard. There's 8 of them left. Go ahead and kill Grombrindle so he doesn't get any XP. Excuse me. Okay, Grombrindle's dead. And everything else is going to be out of range here shortly. So you can see how quickly you can crash enemy leadership, even with just the -40. Now, you know, add 2 or 3 more in there, and they'll immediately start to break. And this is against dwarves, mind you, who have exceptionally high leadership. I'll demonstrate it again after we've hired a couple of more Nurgle stinkers. And using this in the future, it's one of those things where you can have, you know, an army like this that's got a lord, couple of heroes in it. As long as the rest of your heroes and lords are in the same region with that trait, you'll win the battle automatically, even with 3 units, because they'll auto route. So this is just something else that's going to help demonstrate this. Is Goros causes terror when fighting dwarves now. Let the Brayherd go get that. We need to weather the storm here, though, of not having any replenishment. How many more turns is that? 2 more turns.
By Simon!
I did not mean for this army to come in. I'm gonna go stick them in the corner. I may even withdraw them. Do they have artillery? They have a bolt thrower, a flame cannon. That's really about it. Alright, so these guys can come over here now. As a matter of fact, they can come take out the artillery. So they're crashed. They're retreating. Their leadership's gone. Alright, so now we'll start bringing our Minotaurs in to take out the ranged. Oh, we need to take out that organ gun for sure. They aren't going to last much longer, though. Yeah, they're already... Their leadership is already crashing. And that's it. So it's just giant slayers now. Oh, they do have flying units, and I need to be careful here. Could have sworn they had all shattered already. There we go. Now they're shattered.
Destruction!
Okay, and that should do it. But obviously normally a dwarf army like that is not going to have their leadership crash that hard that fast. Let's see if we can't get a better demo for it.
Those are captured. Good luck.
I fully expect that that horde will lose. But do enough damage that they won't come near us.
I will not disgrace my ancestors.
I think we still have the leadership for this. The problem now is that that army is in the wrong province. So I think what we need to do here is move everybody down just a little bit. Gonna move him to there. We're gonna move him there. We're gonna move him to... Can I get him in there? Can't really get him in there. To there. And him. It's hard to fit them all in here. To there. And we can get another Nurgler this turn.
I refuse.
And another Lord. Now if I do this, he'll be visible. So one question I do have is, can he reach me? Yes, he can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recruit him here. And then he should get backed up by all of this, I believe. And so next turn we should have even more heroes available. That's what I'm hoping happens here, is that he decides to settle Carrick Dromar. We'll find out, because they go first. Good. So now it's what are the dwarves going to do? And I am not going to So this, I will fight. Now, I have no idea where the reinforcements are coming in from. Hopefully from behind. Yep. So hopefully we have enough time to get set up here. I want to make sure that the most injured units do not again, this should be a pretty decent demonstration of what Nurgle can do. I don't know if these guys can hit a gyro bomber very well. Let's see. Probably not. Yeah, that's not terrible. We'll let him take one more throw at it. He's already routing. So here's what we're going to do now. So we're going to take all the Minotaurs out the side. All the magic users stay back. Look at that. Look at that leadership crash. Come on, mass rout. So the mass rout is about to happen. You can see their leadership just tanking. So now it's really just about killing the giant slayers. Yeah, there they go. They're all shattered. So we need to get these guys back, get these guys back, and kill the unbreakable units. And then they can throw at whatever they want. Let's kill the Iron Breakers. So, under normal circumstances, obviously there is no way a dwarf army routes like that. So this is a really good demonstration now. I'll do it again a couple more times. just so you can get a feel for how it works. Especially once we actually get some replenishment. Just want to kill their lord so he doesn't get any experience.
Khazrak chaos. Dark and shine. We shall burn.
Alright, we're finally back into a spot where we're getting replenishment, so yay. Alright, so let's move everybody. Everybody that we can, anyway. You've got to be kidding me. Yep, we got another troll hide too.
Akagu. Danev Akdagzu.
We're going to go ahead and give him the Centigore thingy, because we're going to meme that later as well. Now.
Cuida, I refuse. Gaharamui. Khazrak chaos. Dos Akabshai. Akdagzu. Chaos.
Okay, and in one more turn we'll be able to get one more.
That we want. Akabshai. Da workshop, dance me Arifus. Khazrak. can't try left.
34 growth.
Tower skirless.
We just hired him. Alright. So they're definitely going to come up here and attack us this turn.
This is your end. Action! Sober! Armuzagrid! Darharamwir! Exclusive! Khazrak! Khazrak chaos! Verdo! Daref aktargu! Malagor show!
Alright. So there.
Source all.
So I'll get that next turn. I honestly don't know if Cetra's a good one to demonstrate this with, because they crumble. They don't tear her out. Warriors of Chaos are still hanging around.
Outside. Those are outside. Danger size. Artud Lakshai. Lakshai. Outside. Target cow, one through. Khazrak Aktar Gzuf. Arkat Shaylef. Fuisra Chaos.
Alright, we should have gotten our growth, or our upgrades out of everything. Nothing was unhidden. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move out of this province now to make things look a little clearer.
Taoskerneth. Khazrak Azhar Guif. Khazrak Fazmi. Urgerfaz. Axel. Gerneth Faz. Doneth Achtar Gur. Zarench. Urgerfaz Raru. Zarhich.
Alright, and check for heroes. Could have sworn we had one more Bray Shaman coming up. Oh no, it's him. I'll have to do that next turn though. Still going to be a Gore Bowl, so we'll have to wait for it. Everything else is tier 5.
Enough, Carrot! Zaku Abu! Yuku Fadraru! Nif Chaos! Zeran Chaos! Dark Atut Klo! Soba! Kardekutar! Eshoster! Dolstulef! Axel! Kazayas Ach! Dos Akatsai! Azal! Shayas Az!
No. This is where we're going to start having a problem, is if they keep wounding my heroes, I won't be able to properly demonstrate it.
Akatsai left! Khazrak Chaos!
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move into the province. And this is where we're going to set up shop. And everything's going to be in hidden encampment.
Goodness fast. Swore.
Alright, so they're all in hidden encampment. Let's check and make sure we can't recruit another one. Not at the moment. Let's see if we can get a good demonstration out of this. Not really. We do need cash, so get rid of that for now. And maybe they'll throw an army at us.
Scheiß auf! Akash! Reactor zu! The all chaos! Zarkublev! Koshayashak!
This is not in the Damazkron.
I'm sorry, yes. Daref aktargu. We are to live. Urgerfaz. Jawrikios.
Alright, well, this is where I'm going to call the episode, and I'm going to cut it up actually and repost it as a much shorter episode with just the Fall of Man, and then I'll demo the Stink of Nurgle
Enough.
when I have an opportunity once the heroes have recovered and such. So again, thanks for stopping by to watch. Hit that subscribe button for me if you don't mind, and leave any comments down below. We'll see you next time. Thanks.